leapers out there. Welcome to this morning's Walk of Fame ceremony, sponsored by the Hollywood Historic Trust and its administrators, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Now, we don't have all the sunshine we promised you today. That somehow I think is better. It's going to be a great day in Hollywood. You know, tomorrow 10,000 runners will go right down where you're standing now. And this really is history. When you have one of Hollywood's great stars out covering another. Say hello to Roddy McDowell over there.
Today is a very unique day for the Walk of Fame. As you all know, today is Leap Day and a very special day for Dean Stockwell, one of the stars of the Now, Dean's fans are holding a national convention in Hollywood this weekend, and they have raised funds for their activities in today's ceremony through their recycling efforts. A campaign that collected everything from plastics to newspapers, gathered from neighbors, co-workers, and we do tell you a little now about Dean Stockwell. We certainly won't take time to do it all, but this will all be recorded and made part of the historic files of Hollywood. Dean, who earned an Academy Award nomination for his role in the hit film Married to the Mob, and both popular and critical plaudits for his starring role in Tucker, is enjoying what many are calling the comeback of the decade. I personally don't think he ever went into here. He was always around and doing things in Hollywood. So if they want to call it a comeback, okay. But for me, he's always been here. He currently stars in the award-winning NBC series Quantum Leap, portraying the wisecracking scientist Albert, and has received a Golden Globe as Best Supporting Actor. In recent years, the former child star starred in such classics as Anchors Away, The Boy with the Green Hair, Jim, and as a young man in films such as Compulsion, for which he won a Golden Globe and the prestigious Cannes Film Festival Award as Best Actor. His pivot, go ahead and applaud. This is your day, folks. If I hit a buzzword up here, you go crazy. I don't care. All right with me. And I bet you right now you will do it, because I'm going to name a few things. His pivotal role in Long Day's Journey into Night stands side by side with his memorable performances in such films as Paris, Texas, To Live and Die in L.A. Okay, here we go. Blue Velvet. Gardens of Stone, Beverly Hills Cop 2, and many others. While maintaining a hectic career schedule, Dean is still able to devote a great deal of time to an environmental program with particular emphasis on the perils inherent in the ongoing depletion of the ozone layer. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it's now time to welcome Dean Stockwell. He doesn't get to speak yet. Dean's ready. He's ready. First, let me introduce his very active wife. I know you all know her, and she has a few words about a very favorite subject of hers this morning. It could be even Dean. I am very happy to tell you that we're going to move on to somebody who is here. I was about to introduce Joy, but if Joy can't be here, why not Guy, huh? Yeah. You all know him. I don't have to tell you a long list of credits. He's a very active fellow, too, both in front of the camera and out in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, Guy Stockwell, right here.
I'm not going to say it, no. He's got important things to say. It's an honor. I've known him since he was a kid. And he's a very, very sweet man, a very conscientious man, a fellow with talent. I'm honored to have him as a brother.
was all very sincere, brotherly love. Now, here's the chairperson for the committee of this whole celebration taking place here in Hollywood this week. I can't even talk on Saturday. I usually sleep at this time on Saturday morning. And only for Dean Stockwell and you fans would we do this on Saturday. So you're seeing history again today, the one and only Saturday Walk of Fame ceremony, okay? Christina Mavrutis, would you please come up? Christina.
Good morning, everybody.
Stand up. Oh, you are standing.
I'm in a great crowd here today. I'm part of a group today of fans who have worked very, very hard for this very moment right now. How did we get here? Well, it started with another Dean Stockwell fan named Carol Boardman, who discovered that Dean Stockwell did not have a star. And so, with this oversight, she and I felt we needed to rectify this immediately. We soon realized there were many of you, as we can see today, who felt the same way. And so we all joined together to raise money for this star. The question of how we were to do this was not difficult to answer because of Dean Stockwell's environmental stance. So we began... We have been recycling now towards this, to raise the money for over a year and a half. It was slow, but we had a goal in mind. Fans recycled bottles, papers, cans for two reasons. Our main objective was to show our appreciation to a man for years of entertainment and service, to give Dean Stockwell his well-deserved and earned star. The other purpose was to create public awareness for the desperate situation facing Mother Earth today. And I speak today about Mother Earth when we say we're not millions or even thousands here, but we are enough to start a change right now, in our lives, everywhere. On behalf of all the fans who made it out here today and those who couldn't, we thank you for giving us inspiration on film, on television, theater, and in our community. And congratulations.
Now, that was a funny thing that just happened when that tour bus went by. Now, it was loaded with Japanese tourists, all with American cameras. And can't you just see them going home? I go down Hollywood Boulevard. Dean Stockwell standing on a platform waving at tourists. Right? You imagine that. I want to introduce somebody in the audience. He sang a concert here this morning, and I don't know if he's going to come up and say a few words, but Dean's co-star is certainly here. Just saying. I don't know if he's coming up here. I'm just going to introduce him. It's up to him now. You may frighten him too, because you scare me to death. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Bakula, right here.
I didn't know I was singing at a concert this morning. Were you there? On record. Oh, you played this morning. Oh, okay. I wasn't expected to say anything. So yeah. We need help. I just want you all to realize how difficult it is to work for 3.5 years with a man that you never know what he's doing behind your back. Like right now, right? He's probably doing something behind my back right now, right? And I've never known, and I only see it when... I only wish, and I've said this many times before, that you all would have the experience of knowing this man the way I do. He's one of the gentlest spirits that I've ever met, and I just feel so privileged that I've had a few moments to share with him in front of a camera and in life. Thanks very much.
Not all I can say is, if you're ever called out again, don't worry about not having anything prepared. You said just the right thing. Thank you. I'm going to call up a gentleman now that I have great respect for, too. And he's my kind of guy because he does things his way. And I don't have to mention a whole lot of movies. Frank, no. Dean, this guy took over when Frank's blood got tired. I mean, he's still doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, need I say more than Mr. Dennis Hopper right here.
My way. Dean Stockwell is my best friend in the whole world. He's the dearest man I know. We've been everywhere from France to Mexico to, I don't know, we've been all over the world together. I love Dean Stockwell. Dean Stockwell, in all the galaxies, is a major star. I don't know anyone that's a better actor. I don't know anyone who's a nicer man. I don't know anyone that I appreciate as much as Dean Stockwell. So, having said that, I'm going to go back to when I was a kid in Kansas, and I remember seeing Roddy McDowell and Dean Stockwell and Elizabeth Taylor coming out of school at MGM in the newspaper in Kansas City, Missouri, and I thought, boy, am I jealous of these guys. I remember coming to Hollywood when I was 18 years old and going over to the Grauman's Chinese across the street and seeing all the faces and all the hands in the concrete over there. So today, for Dean to finally have a star here is really, really important. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I just came back from Thailand so I could be here, and I'm very, very proud of my friend Dean Stockwell. Thank you.
The LA City Council got together and they were unanimous on this, which is something that happens very, very seldom in this town. It was signed by the mayor, Councilman Wu of this district, the whole thing. Now, therefore, be it resolved that by adoption of this resolution, the mayor and the city council of the city of Los Angeles congratulate Dean Stockwell on his well-deserved star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. As the mayor of Hollywood, I proclaim this Dean Stockwell Day in Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dean Stockwell.
Well, thank you, Johnny. I want to thank the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. This is truly a unique and a wonderful honor, and I really appreciate it very much. First of all, I want to ask, are there any leapers here? Do you know what day it is? Leap Day! It's our day! We'll take the leap! All right! This, as you heard from Christina Marudas, this came about largely because of you guys, the fans of Quantum Leap. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Who got together and united their efforts to raise the money for these stars plus money, to raise the money to pay for this star through their efforts in recycling. And that to me is more important than being honored with the star. And I'm not kidding. And I thank you, really. It's just so good. It's a good. I want to especially thank some of my dear friends that made their way. Some of them didn't come very far, only from Thailand. Other ones came from the valley. I mean, dear Roddy over there, thanks for coming down, Roddy. Great actor and just a beautiful guy. We go back a long way, right, man? Long way. He's the only other kid actor I see around here. Hi, Tommy Love. And of course, Dennis. My beauty Dennis. One of the finest actors and directors and artists and talents in this country. I had hoped when I heard that I was indeed getting a star that I would be very lucky and get a star next to Dennis's. And I find out he doesn't have a star yet, and I think we've got to do something about that right away, because that's ridiculous. And dear Scott, I've never had a working relationship to equal the one I have with Scott back there. I just love you, Scott. Thanks for coming. Deborah Pratt, our executive producer and one of our finest writers, is here. Thank you.
Everybody from Quantum Leap, there's a lot of guys and girls here from Quantum Leap. Thanks for coming down. Just great. George Herman,
Great artist is here. One of my dearest friends, George, thanks for coming down, man. Hi, Dougie. Okay. I started at a very early age in this business, and I'm sure most of you have read stories about people that started as children and ended up having very difficult lives and bad consequences. And it's not the easiest life in the world, and no life is easy. But I have to tell you that I had the love and concern and care and devotion of my mom, and without that, I might be in some deep trouble too. And my mom is here. My dear mom. I just don't know. I don't want to get up there, but she's right here. I love you, Mom. And my dear brother Guy, who was always a wonderful example to me and has always supported me, he's a fine actor and the finest acting teacher in town. Thanks for coming down, Guy. My dear niece, Vicky, Guy's daughter. Thanks for coming, Vicky. It's just great to see you. I have to apologize that my wife, Joy, couldn't make it. The kids have a little bit of a cold and babysitter problems, and she'd love to be here. I especially want to thank her for her unfailing support over the years and her great work on our environmental problems, especially on trying to do something about preserving the ozone layer. And Joy, I wish you were here.
Johnny! Standing in the front. You need a picture? Look this way. Kid? Okay, can we get one of the big deal? What is the hat? That's good. Okay.